Hello and welcome back to Game Night. This is Wishblend reporting in. So we're doing a EDRPG game again, and in we go. The mission today is you've been hired to go into the station in the Salesforce system and locate Professor Jacob's lab to recover some information about a project called Sunrise. It is a stealth mission where you're supposed to sneak in, get the information, and get out without getting seen. But due to the nature of the project and the status of the professor, it's highly likely that you're going to trip an alarm or get seen or something. Now, if you trip any alarms, etc., you're going to have to fight your way out of the station. So just take that into the equation when you're planning.
Oh, gosh.
So, I say, Oblivious is basically. Are you on the carrier now, or are you with your ship?
I am currently trying to get my ship out here.
So you're your main ship.
I'll be in the carrier waiting for him to come back, trying to unlock all these fiddly new secret items that are on this carrier.
So you're basically dungeon crawling our carrier.
Yeah. I mean, I already did it once and found a load of nice equipment, armor, and guns. But, yeah, I was looking for the stuff inside. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, basically, for the viewers, what you don't know is I had an offline episode between this one and the last one. And the carrier, who's actually an ex-Black Ops carrier, has a few extra secret weapons and that on it. When the players even thought they'd discovered most stuff, there's still other stuff hidden away.
Wow, I found the faster than light button. Cool. Not like they don't have one of those anywhere.
Okay. So, with that in mind, let's do some initiation rolls to get turn orders going.
So I'm not technically here, but do I
Yeah,
still need to do it?
just do an initiative roll just so I can say who's on which place.
Okay, I shouldn't have to do Sharon, considering the fact that she's essentially in the co-pilot seat.
12 for Shelby.
And you're in your sledgehammer, isn't it?
Well, that's what I was saying. Until the other guy comes back, I'm just going to wait on the carrier to see what his plan is. Yeah, I don't go out swanning for people. I actually work for a living.
Well, the good thing is technically we have 3 PCs in game today.
3 PCs. Hello, hello, hello.
My character and my sub-character, Sharon.
So yeah, the Condor, was that yours, Oblivious?
The Condor? Yeah, we have the Condor. So the Condor is not even here.
That's with...
I'll put the Condor there. The Condor is currently docked elsewhere.
Yeah, okay.
I take it you're just cleaning up the board of all the ships that aren't here anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? I've gone through 3,000 systems on the ship. I've gone through 7, and I've already been shot at twice.
Oh, you must be
I don't
doing
think
it
this
wrong.
carrier. I don't think this carrier likes me.
Well, you haven't found the special hello button.
Does it go hello when you press it?
Maybe.
Hello.
There we go. Those 2 ships are now in their proper area.
Okay. So let's do a bit of time saving and that. Yeah, while we're waiting for oblivious to get here with this ship.
Okay, right. Well, that's the
So-
coffee machine fixed.
So, our intrepid explorer, let's do some exploration rolls for you. I think it's a search, is it?
Talking about me or him?
Are you? I'm talking to Shelby and that because he's exploring the carrier.
I explore the carrier and find a portal into another dimension.
Damn it,
Welcome to
I didn't know
Skyrim.
how part that.
It's that Spec Ops. It has Spec Ops from other realities in it.
I mean, technically, I could appear at any point now. I mean,
Yeah, don't worry. I do have a slot for you. So,
Okay.
Aaron. Sorry,
yes.
my apologies. Shelby, if you'd like to do some perception checks, so that would be
I imagine it would be like a combination between computers and security and, well, perception, all of which I'm equally terrible at.
yeah. I'm just looking down the list to find the perception. Oh, there it is. Perception's got its own skill. So yeah, do a perception and a plus a repair check. You need to get a 5 or more on both.
Bloody hell.
Oh, God.
Hang on, do our karmas reset?
Everything's reset. New adventure.
Thank God for that. You know what? I need to get a +5 in both, yeah?
Yeah,
Well, a 1 is a 1, so...
yeah. 1 is a natural fail, even though you got a 7. It still counts as a fail.
You know what? Go for it. I'll burn a karma. 2! There you go. 8. Still get it.
Okay. So yeah, you're going around looking at the obviously the terminals and anything that catches your eye, and after a few bangs with your hammer stroke wrench, as universal rule of engineers, something looks iffy, hits it.
Yeah. I'll poke it with a stick, yeah.
Yeah, you notice a cover looks a bit loose. This is basically, you got like a terminal where you got the screen and everything on it, but just off the side of it, it's like one of the side covers is slightly loose.
Ooh. I'll have a look in there then.
Okay, so yeah, you carefully, I assume, wedge it open.
Yep.
Inside, you find a keyboard, an old, kinetic keyboard, physical type.
Mm-hmm.
It's all connected in that to a wire that disappears into the framework.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'll plug it in. No, I'll isolate it on its own little network, and then I'll plug it in.
Okay. So, yeah, you managed to isolate it and plug it in. So, I take it you're going to try hitting some of the keys.
Boot it up. Yep, I'll boot it up. See what. I'll do a system diagnosis on it. See, which is the explode everything now button.
Yeah, as I say, it's just basically a physical keyboard and that. So you manage to find the like USB port you can plug in your data sticks and everything. So you plug the keyboard into that after you routed it through your isolation system, and It's got a few things in there,
Oh,
but it's got the first thing that catches your eye is it's asking for a password.
I type in password.
It doesn't work.
I try hacking the terminal with my little hacking thing.
Terminal doesn't do anything.
Can I download? Can I try and like download all of its code and see, where it's the program writing, where what its password would be?
You can try. The
Yeah.
actual terminal itself is still fully working. It's literally like you plug. If you had an external drive, hard drive, you plug it in. And it pops a little
Yeah.
window saying "Enter password." It's that scenario. So the data is on the physical keyboard,
Yeah.
which is weird.
I've actually got a hacker model and communicator. It gives me +10 to hack computer systems.
Okay, so are you going to hack the terminal?
Yeah.
Even though the terminal is just displaying what's on it?
Yeah. I'll look for secret code inside of it somewhere.
Okay. Well, before you, a simple search in that, using the normal access you've already got, brings up a simple batch file that basically says when this odd item keyboard X01 is inserted, run program, and the program it's running is asking for the password.
So what is that beginning? When something is connected.
Yeah, it's literally when you plug the keyboard into the terminal,
Yeah.
it's asking for the password. If you unplugged it, the password request will disappear. It's not the terminal like you need to hack.
Okay. I'll try. I'll unplug it and try and make it think it's not connected to anything. Do it that way.
There's no display on the keyboard, and the terminal's just working as normal.
Could I plug it into a terminal that's turned off? See what happens.
You can do, yes.
do
Do a computer check. You need to have a 4 or more.
Yeah. Does my +10 thingamablob help?
The hack?
Yeah.
It could do.
6.
But do you want to waste it on a 4?
No. It's just my portable terminal. It comes everywhere with me. But either way, it's a 6 or a 7.
Okay, so yeah. So you find a terminal that's not turned on, powered down because of maintenance work and all that. So you plug the keyboard into it, and the terminal boots up.
Well, that's working at least.
Yeah, it's booted up where it's got no power. I should mention that bit.
I plug it in.
Yeah, as I say, it's still asking for a password, but it looks like the keyboard's got its own power supply.
Interesting. Are there any marks on the keyboard or anything scratched into it? Any indication of what model it might be? Any passwords written on the bottom?
Not that you can see with your normal eyes.
I put one of those UV lights on it.
Yep. You get a word appear.
What is the word?
Seeker.
I put the word seeker in the password.
Password accepted.
Hooray!
So yeah, you basically by accessing the data in the hidden keyboard, you were basically find a hidden layer of schematics for the carrier.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's to basically sum it up and that for easy use. It's like the carrier has got a hidden battle mode where it drains a lot of power from the carrier to power systems up, but it's like turns it into like a battleship type scenario because the armor's platings on the carrier is automatically there, and these extra guns just pop up in that as they're needed.
Interesting. I make sure I will tell everybody that. Excuse me. Also, could I upgrade the user profiles to give me, level 1 clearance?
Yeah, you got access to change the clearance level.
Yeah, I give it to all access levels. Yeah, just in case we need to get in anything again.
Yeah, that's no problem. That's done.
Okay, in that case, I'll go and have a cup of tea.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, one more thing. When it activated itself last time, how much fuel did it use?
50% of reserves.
Knackers. We're going to have to get some fuel.
As I say, it's a fail-safe type battleship mode where literally it uses the power, emergency power to take out any close targets, but it takes a lot of fuel to do it. It's literally like pouring nitro into a. No, it's the old thing. It's like pouring whiskey into a diesel engine. You got the extra RPM.
But you'll bugger up the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I will just work on the fuel conservation records and then go have a cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, with your access, you do have the option to reprogram it to be more efficient and to only fire at certain times rather than on auto mode.
Yeah, I'll make sure that all the ships that we have are logged in as friendly for now.
Yeah. So if you go off and have your coffee, we'll move over to
Tea.
okay, your cup of tea.
Cup of tea. I'm a workman. Workman got to have a cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on to Oblivious.
Yeah. I'm ready to exit FTL whenever.
Yeah, you're basically ready to jump in whenever you're ready.
All right. I'm gonna buzz the carrier and tell everyone to clear the back half of the ship.
Carrier to vessel. Carrier to vessel. You're not gonna smash. You're gonna crash into it again, are you?
I've never crashed into it.
Exactly. I hope to keep it there. Besides, you would not believe what I just found on this thing.
One thing at a time. I just spent 300 million credits, and I'm about to exit now.
Brilliant. Did you buy me something?
Depends on what you mean by something.
Well, anything will do.
Ready when you are, Wish, to put me on the board.
Fine. Give me 1 credit and I'll let you dock.
I have a bedroom and a key.
Yeah, but it's on the inside of the carrier, isn't it?
Warp exit in here.
Oh, all right then. I just press request docking on docking pad number 4.
Ain't gonna work that way.
All right then. 8, 12. Give me the number and dock at it.
Look on the map. It's slightly bigger than a bay.
Bloody hell!
I bought a Boa Mark III. What do you think?
I think you have a lot of money and not a lot of things to do. Hang on. Is it like an extension port that it comes out of the side of the ship you can dock at?
We're gonna land it on the back of the carrier. We're gonna lock it down magnetically, put up some
No,
umbilicals, and I'm gonna EVA inside.
no, you're bloody not, mate. I pressed the secret battleship button. No, I don't do that.
I have a friendly IFF tag. The guns will come out and just go, "What are we up for?"
Well, no, it doesn't. I've not seen that ship yet, so
Well, the courier is docked
Yeah.
inside.
yeah. Okay, I'll clear the lower half of the engine room and I'll extend an umbilical so you can get aboard. And
Basically,
finish off with a closing message saying, if you bought all of that stuff and you didn't buy anything for us, you're a selfish git.
Hey, I have been doing engineering for everyone. I have not been selfish.
Oh boy. I say shamefacedly because I am the engineer who's actually done engineering.
so yeah, literally, that's where it's basically going to sit.
Well, when the carrier jumps, of course.
You'll be dumped off.
As soon as we get where we're going, it's just gonna fly and do a holding pattern next to the ship.
So, welcome back to the carrier. It's nice to see you. Also, where the bloody hell did you get a ship that big?
Custom order from Falcon de Lacy.
Yeah, very custom. You must have very good friends there.
No, I just paid them well enough.
Yeah, money. That's a good friend.
But it's a super trader and it has capacity of 170 tons.
Well, that's nice.
So we don't have to take the carrier everywhere we go.
That is nice. Yeah, the carrier is a sort of battleship as well. I just found that out.
I've seen the logs.
Also, as well, I've also found the top level 1 clearance, and I granted myself for it. You've got level 3.
Gee, thanks. I want to
Yeah,
remember
well-
that next time you want to engineer.
Well, don't worry. It just means the toilets are going to work.
So I am trying to hold down the button to talk, and my dog is shaking my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
want to hear some cool while you guys. I can still hear you though.
Okay. So, have you got anything interesting for us to do then?
Well, I was going to get you to do a
No,
raid.
I'm asking. Yeah, I'm asking the Ratchet. You know, he's bought a carrier. Has he bought anything interesting for the pilots to do?
Yeah, I mean, discussed it earlier. He's basically he needs to find a way to line up the inside airlock on the bow with the one on the carrier, and find a way to magnetically secure it to the carrier for the big jumps.
Is there an empty cargo bay down at the bottom we could, park it in?
Yeah, basically it takes up 6 squares if I move it off the ship.
Yeah.
So it's like this one and this one, plus these areas here. It kind of sits over the top of.
Basically, when the carrier jumps, I land, lock down the landing gear, connect umbilicals, and sit tight for the ride. And when we get
And
there,
hopefully-
I pull it off, and fly off to
And
the
set
side
the
of the
deal
ship.
like.
Eventually, what would be a good idea is to take it put it right here, and have like a docking tube coming from the side of the ship.
Yeah, that's what I thought we had.
Well, my ship is roughly about 206 meters long.
You know, it actually might fit better there. Because there is a circle thing here
There's a circle section there. Yeah.
which could be like an airlock. So
Yeah, I could try and make one. Take me a while though.
no, I'd say you have it nose pointing to the front.
Well, most Falcon de Lacy vessels have an airlock at the rear of their ship. And I'm assuming the BOA most likely has one there as well.
Yeah, but I'm thinking when that goes through a fleet carrier jump, it's going to probably cut off the front of your ship.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like in like a normal situation, they could like dock like this and add more facilities to the ship.
Yeah, because I'm guessing that line would be the edge of the the tunnel.
Yeah. Well, either way, what we're going to do now, you've got your extended ship here. We now have a battle cruiser. I might want to get one a big ship, presumably for just getting tritium, because when the battleship mode works, this thing uses a lot of fuel. We're already down to half.
I did buy another toy. I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead.
We'll just put it this way: people will not like me if they get in front of me because I will clap their skull into a pancake.
You're just jealous of my sledgehammer, aren't you?
My arms are now sledgehammers.
That ship comes fully armed.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, she is fully armed. We're talking 2 large burst lasers, 2 large turret cannons, 2 huge. I broke.
Got a quick
2
query.
huge. Yeah.
The sledgehammer, the FDL, is that a small or medium-sized ship?
It's Federal Lance. Let me just check.
I think Fertile Lance is medium.
I think you're right. It's a medium. I was just kind of hoping it's a small.
Then technically it'd be over here.
Federal Lance is a medium-sized ship.
Ah, there's that idea gone out the window. I was thinking if it was a small one, you could dock on his boa, then drop out and cause carnage.
One problem with that: the Condor is currently docked inside of the BOA.
That's all right. Anyhow, I suspect that somewhere on the spy net, someone may want us to do some spy missions.
Possibly.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been trying to work out battleship mode for the carrier. So, why don't you go and check the email, and I'll go and stick the kettle on.
Okay, so yeah, you basically need to get to the station, dock, make your way through security and to the professor's lab. Basically, acquire any information on the project Sunrise, I think it was, and get out of there.
Is this the Elite Dangerous version of Oppenheimer?
No.
Okay, just asking.
Have you done these sort of missions before?
Is that to me or to?
If I'm doing it in the voice, I'm doing it as Shelby. So
Alright.
it's Shelby to gotcha.
Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Not really. You hear a woman's voice pop up, and she says, "Remember, I'm a spy."
Okay, so you've done this sort of work. I'm sorry, who are you?
She says the woman that's been sitting in the lounge for the past month.
Oh, so you're the one who's been eating all the bloody biscuits.
She just snickers.
And Snickers as well. Blimey, this woman's a food fiend.
No,
No.
she snickered.
Yeah, I know.
As in made a Jeez.
I'm having a laugh. I'm having a laugh. Yeah,
Oh,
so right. So you're a spy, and so, lady spy, what do we do with spies? Because I get the feeling this new big, massive, colossal ship that we have attached to our even bigger colossal ship is kind of obvious.
She just nods and she's like, "Well, first things first. Don't get caught. Do your mission. Don't get caught. Don't get shot. Come home."
Well, that's a lot of don'ts. Do you think that we would need like smaller ships so we don't get noticed, or do we need heavily armed ones because things usually go bad?
Aaron basically pops up and says, "We can put the Condor inside of the carrier, and we could dock. We could probably bring one of your ships that can fit 3 people."
Yeah, I've got just the one. Yeah, but actually, yeah, I could take you all in the monkey wrench.
Which one is the monkey wrench?
It's the Adder. It's my first ship.
Oh, by the way, Wish, you can remove this ship because it's no longer with us. That one, Silver Wind.
he just fell down a black hole.
No, it actually got sold.
All right.
Yes, no. So if you want a lift, I can get you in the. I could take you in the monkey wrench.
Well, the Boa's docking bay is ready.
All right. Let's get all the stuff we need for a potential spy mission. And what are you going to be piloting the boa?
It requires at least 2 people to pilot.
Ah, great. Right. Okay. So the monkey wrench is also a lifeboat. Great.
Well, there's me, Sharon. We're flying the Boa. All you have to do is dock, and you can come to the bridge and hang out.
Okay. I'll hang out then. Yeah. So I'll get all my equipment aboard the monkey wrench because it's small and probably not going to be noticed as much, and then fly it out. I really hope we don't get into a space fight.
If we do, I'll just plow through them.
Yeah.
I'll pull a UNSC Infinity on them.
This is Monkey Wrench calling for the boa. Can permission to dock, please?
I named it Dreadnought.
Okay.
And yes, bay
I'll play along.
opens.
I'll play along. Monkey Wrench to Dreadnought. Permission to dock.
You can dock. Doors open.
Now that is a big door. And I fly in.
Yeah.
Yes, I get the reference.
10 awesome points.
Okay, so you're docked on the boa. So all ready to go.
Yep.
Let's do this.
And jump in.
We. If you look in long play, this is what's going to happen to anyone who gets in my way.
The boom.
No, it's just going to ram straight through it.
Ready?
Yep, pretty much.
Hi, how are you? Crunch.
Do you know what? It just makes me sense. I've never actually done any fighting in the Monkey Wrench because it's. I was thinking it's a small vessel, but yeah, you never know.
You have got guns on that, I take it?
Yeah, I just haven't done any fighting on it.
You can always dock and take a fighter out.
Oh, never done that before. You know what? I'll just keep with this one because The chair fits me, bam.
Well, there's 3 fighters on board if you ever want to try one.
Yeah, sorry, I'll work for a living.
Well, what kind of ships are we looking at? I'm seeing. Is that a crate or a Cobra?
What, you mean the ones on patrol?
Yeah.
Cobras.
They're packing some big flapjacks. I would expect them to have Vipers.
Well, hang on a minute. Don't you think it might be a better idea to try and, make it less obvious that we want to get in rather than just, hello, I want to get in, get out of my way,
You
crack.
can basically, the boa can move off over the distance. Yeah, like you're at the back here.
Yeah. On the boa, could we do like a discrete sensor scan of the station, see if it has any mechanical issues or if they send out any reports of failure, anything that might require.
Yeah, you can do that. You need a system scan. And that'll be a, because the detail thing you look for, it'll be a 6 or more.
6 of our.
Does this station have any extended poles off the sides?
No, it's just a normal cube.
I did get a 6.
Yep.
What
So
were we rolling? Sensor score?
yeah, it was a discrete sensor scan to see if there's anything, like out of the ordinary on the station. Like damage or extra things inside. Yeah, like
That'll
power
be a
supplies.
system roll, correct?
Yeah, and 6 or more. And Shelby got 6.
Yep, I failed.
So yeah, your basic scenario is you got the front door, which is opened by the green box and that, and there's 4 novice cobras flying around the patrol. It's like a heavy security. Think of more of a private security rather than government security.
Yeah.
I am going to leave Sharon inside of the ship, the boa, and I'm going to come out inside of I want to say maybe a fighter.
Fighters are still a bit obvious. I mean, fighters are, designed to, fight things, not to sneak in.
If you think about it, I always paint a lot of my ships black. And if you fly, and you fly nice and stable, and you turn off your basically, I'm talking about silent running fighter.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I'm itty bitty, and I'm just like an itty bitty little speck.
Yeah. You see, the thing about space is it's black. The thing about your paint, it's black. So how are you supposed to see them?
That's the point.
Yeah.
But which fighter are you using?
Taipan.
Blue, green, or red?
If you have black, it'll be black, but blue will probably be closer to black.
Yeah, so could you fly that under the monkey wrench? Without crashing.
Well, I'm going to assume for 0G purposes, almost all ships that can land in space on platforms have magnetic plates. So if I go invert and I dock to the bottom of your ship and magnetically attach.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a Kroggy in then.
That was what a weird looking ship that was.
Should I roll a pilot check in order to see if I successfully do this without scratching paint?
Yeah. The pilot's check of 5 or more to connect. And if you do a silent run in, then that'll be a pilots check
Well,
off
at
6.
that point, since I'm not flying the ship, I could just deactivate everything and just use my life support from my suit.
Eventually, though, your ship will overheat, though, won't it?
Well, at this point, if my ship's turned off and I'm running off my suit's life support,
Oh,
I won't
yeah. I mean,
have to
once you're
worry
attached.
about I won't have to worry about heat.
Yeah, once you're attached. Yeah, sure. That would cut down the expenditure a bit.
I land like I'm landing on butter. I don't even.
Oh,
I
so you
don't even
slide
make
off
your.
either end.
I don't
Monkey,
even. I don't even make your shields shimmer.
monkey wrench to monkey wrench this fighter craft. Have you docked yet?
Opening a Snicker bar. I've been, Doc. What are you doing?
Apparently waiting for you.
Alright,
Let's go.
getting back to the discrete sensor feed. Yeah, you got the 4 private security ships just looping around outside the front, monitoring the approach to the station. There is, repair work happening on the station, so there is other holes on the outside which you could potentially use to sneak in. The actual lab, where you don't know exactly where it is, but there does seem to be a strong power signature coming from one of the areas in the station which doesn't normally have power on these type of stations. So you think there might be something along those lines?
Yeah, okay. I'll try and sneak the fighter and myself to one of the damaged sections of the station. I can go silent running as well, can't I?
Yeah, as I say, silent running is pilot jet, special piloting, and you need a 6 or more.
Right. Let's have a look. Nine.
Okay. So that's the thing. So that's silent running. If you look down on the station, there's a little red circle at the back.
Yeah.
That's where the entry point is. You can get it's big enough to slide your small ship in and securely dock inside without it, being out there. It's like because on these stations you've got all the little towers coming up, and it's like you're sliding into like one of the compartments in there because the compartment's only got blew up.
Yeah.
So there's a big enough hole in there to slide the ship in, but it's also covered, hidden from the top and that because the roof is still intact. So if you want to move your ships down to there.
I found a hole in the side of the ship. We should be able to be alright.
Okay.
Which I did buy one of the evolution suits. Just so you know, I bought the Maverick Mark II.
Okay. So you're basically mostly sneak in. Do you want to use the fighter to get or EVA suit to go further down the outside of the station or inside?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dock the fighter off of one of the alcoves and lock it on, turn on its transmitter to my suit, and proceed to climb out wearing a Maverick suit with a powered exo frame latched on over it.
Okay.
Which is what Casey was basically explaining. What power armor is essentially in the Elite. I will proceed to go down and use my torch, my cutter, to open up a hatch and open up one of the emergency doors without making the security system go off.
Okay.
I will take my toolkit and my weaponry thing and head out quietly. And I won't use a torch. I'll use night vision.
No, I'm using a cutting torch to open up
Yeah,
a
I know.
tunnel.
Yeah, I know. I just thought, using night vision in space would be pretty cool. Because it's always night up here.
Okay, so we're transitioning into a mapless part of the game. So, yeah, you're looking at where you come in. It's kind of a deserted section of the station because of the damage that's you already know about. There is some nearby terminals you can hack into if you want to get a better layout of the station, or you can just carry on down the corridor and see where you got ended up.
Lady Spy, how good are you at hacking terminals stuff?
She says I gave him my remote hacking tool, so he should be able to do it for you.
Yeah, I mean, intelligence is always a pretty good idea.
She is still on the boa.
Oh.
She's essentially, basically, I guess you could say, a liaison.
Well, you're the expert here, love.
So yeah, if you want to access a computer, you need to be a security check because you're trying to access secure information. So yeah, you need to get a 6 or more, and you can use your hacking devices if you want.
Oh, good.
I love this hacking device. I still have to return it back to, I think it's Coder.
Yes,
Alright. Motor, I mean. Alright, secure. I'm going to use the security device to tap out the security system, and then I'm going to hack the door. Here comes a security check for the door.
It was actually fully terminal actually, but
yeah, I'll do the terminal. Yeah. You do the door.
The doors to these 5.
Okay.
Terminal 6, door 5.
I think it's open.
Cool. Yep, got the access to the terminal.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to access the terminal and you find the updated map of the station. And while it's a lot of security patrols been displaying on the terminal because you've got the higher security access level, you basically can see that there actually does seem to be a path through the viaducts, an air fence to the actual lab, which is marked. You can't tell at the moment if anybody's in the lab because it doesn't register on the system. But there is a way there without getting seen if you wanted.
Yeah, would it be possible to turn off the alarm systems on the most direct route to where we need to go? On just that place, not all of
them. You could, but do an insight check. You need to have.
If you turn off the security system on just one route, and the security guard is watching that, they're probably still going to go to that route. And it'd probably be best to turn off all of the back routes.
Yeah, make it look like a maintenance thing.
Yeah, as I say, your insight is basically that.
Sorry, that was supposed to be Sharon mentioning that.
Yeah, you have to use the prefix Sharon says, otherwise we get lost in who's saying what. But yeah, John's insight, just before he does it, is that yes, it can probably disable the alarms. You can might make it as a maintenance type thing. Mm-hmm. But you think there might be some sort of power off, sensor, where if they're
Right.
off for a certain amount of time, the alarms will automatically trigger. So in other words, if you power it off now, you'll have a limited time to get in and out before the alarms automatically go off. But if you rig it to go off and come back on before that time is set, then they won't. Do you still want to deactivate the alarms?
I don't know.
Like I said, in terms of the alarms, we'll do it more along the lines of, can we put it like, we can make it go off for, say if the alarm goes off in 5 seconds, we make it go off and then back on in 4.
Yeah. The power off function is like an hour. So if it's 1 hour, 1 minute without any power to the set alarms, the backups automatically trigger the alarms.
Yeah. So we'll leave it for like an acceptable amount of time we could get in and out.
Okay. So the alarms are off then.
I didn't want to do it now. I wanted to like, rig it up so when we press a button, it would go off.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, we do that.
You program in a automatic batch file linked to your controller, so you can do it remotely.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So, are you going to go the route without the security and patrols through the fence?
You know what, Aaron? Why not you pick this one?
What? What exactly is your question? What were you saying?
All I'm saying is, after you know where you're going, and you're the super, mega, ultra, great robot thing.
Are you just doing this because we don't have the resident cyborg here today?
Oh, sorry. No, I thought you were the resident cyborg. The other guy. Sorry, my fault.
Just because I'm wearing a suit doesn't mean I am one.
Yeah, well, I've got my armor on, but you know what? Let's go together. All together.
All together now.
I'm still totaling up my defensive scores for in person.
I still think we need to be. I think we need to be quiet and stealthy, though, because that's just sense. Did you get that? I think we need to still be stealthy, though, because
Yeah, I say you can go through stealth. That's no problem.
Yeah.
I just wait and see what your decision was.
Well, I am definitely would like to try and be sneaky.
We can be
we
sneaky.
We are still not supposed to be here.
Okay, so you're going through the back passageways and air vents. And do any of you have any motion tracker sensors?
I do.
Yeah, no, go on.
Okay, I assume you've got them, pinging away to your sensors.
Yeah.
Well, a quick rundown. I have, for my defensive scores right now, 15 for kinetic, 9 for energy, and 10 for explosive, 9 for melee, and all for toxic, and hardened 5.
Okay. So, yeah, you're going along and you manage to find yourself in a fence above the lab. Do a perception check. You need a 6 or more.
6 or more on perception.
An 8 for me.
Okay. So, yeah, you basically look around carefully. You're doing a bit of spycraft. You've got one of those little dangly mirrors. You stick it in through the fence and rotating, and you can see there's nobody in the lab at this time.
I'm assuming I see that as well.
Yeah, but there's a couple of vents, so you took one each.
Well, I suppose we better go in then. And if anybody asks, we're just trying to fix something. Actually, yeah. On the system documents, is there an area that has a request for repair?
Not in your area.
Yeah. So we'll mark down that, and if anybody asks what we're doing here, we'll say we're going to that bit, but we're lost. And then look as clueless as you can.
Oh, is that normal then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're used to working on planets. All this space stuff is like, ew, weird.
alright, so you managed to drop out the fence into the lab, and your first impressions are interesting, so to speak. Looking around the lab, you can see lots of test tubes and a few computers and a few biohazard suits hanging on hooks nearby.
Well, that's not good.
The computer is on, but it's got like a screensaver on at the moment, so you don't know what's actually on the computer.
I put in the password in. The password I got was. Oh, hang on a minute. No, that's Seeker. That's for our ship. Are there any papers around to see what kind of research these guys are doing?
Yeah, there's some folders nearby. One does actually say, it's basically labelled, one sec. Yeah, one's labelled regeneration, but it just quick flick through it just shows like different creatures, like regeneration, like the old starfish from Earth, and a few other ones where body parts get damaged and it regrows itself.
I believe, if I'm correct, the research is called cellular regeneration.
Yeah, that's the word. I just can't remember what it was.
Meaning, we are in a biology lab and surrounded by potentially dangerous material.
Can I put one of the biosuits on?
If you're wearing a REM lock, you should be fine.
Yeah, REM lock in normal spacesuits, you're fully enclosed.
Yeah, all right. It's just I think these suits are probably better to deal with, whatever's in here. I'll take one and you take one, just in case.
Okay. Into my pack it goes.
Okay, so you acquired a biosuit each. What else do you want to do?
Okay, so did this person who hired us provide the documents of what we're supposed to be looking for?
No, they just want everything you can get on Project Sunrise.
Oh, well, in that case, let's look under the filing cabinets under S.
You go to the filing cabinets. I will work with the computer.
Yeah, okay.
I walk on over and I plug the security system in and let it work its magic.
So, explain what you're doing with regards to
Okay,
the computer.
I come up to the computer, I bring it up to the login screen, and then I plug in the device that will
You
decode the
don't.
system for me.
Yeah, but you can't see a login screen at the moment. The screensaver's on.
I'll
I
just be,
smacked the space bar.
I'll just be back in a minute.
Okay, you press the spacebar and screensaver disappears. There's no login screen.
Then it's obviously a hidden screen, so
No,
with this.
it's not locked.
Oh, okay. Um, I will pull out an empty like 1 terabyte card, and I'll plug it in and begin just copying the entirety of the system. This shouldn't take too long.
Okay, computer check. You need a 5 or more.
Nine.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else while it's copying?
I would like to manipulate the system and express. What's the word for it? I would like to tell it to copy all internal, external files relating to term S. So basically, anything in their research under the category S, I would like copy to the terabyte card.
But you've already done that, haven't you?
Huh?
Didn't you already do that by copying everything from the hard drive across?
Oh, okay. Basically, yeah, just that.
Okay, so that's copying away. Just waiting as its time's going through. Wait for Shelby to get back. I guess you can look around the rest of the room while it's doing its copying.
All right. If I was to roll perception, depending on the roll, can you tell me if I spot something interesting? Because I have no idea what I want to look for.
Yeah, we can do that.
A 9.
Okay. Yeah, looking around the room. There's a few things that catch your eye. Nothing out of the ordinary. But there's a. How do I say this? There's some stuffed dolls and that on the couch and that off to one side.
There's what?
Yeah, stuffed dolls.
Okay.
And yeah, they seem like they've been cut open and sewn back together.
I will touchy, feely, basically to see if I can feel anything, like any mass.
No, there's nothing hidden inside them.
I'll look down at my motion sensor.
Yeah, it's still clear at the moment.
Okay. What's the next thing that caught my attention?
That's mainly it. You can see like there's a bunk off to one side, but it's just like one person sleeping bunk. So whoever's in the lab is, sleeping on their own. Don't have anybody with them.
It's a pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say, to some of it's like a workaholic where the lab is their life.
Can I find any of the any containers with samples in them and all?
Um, there is samples, but they're secure behind bio glass protection.
Okay.
And
I'll go back to the computer to check on it, and I want to also see if they're doing any research, like for like weapons or ships.
okay, so yeah, you're about 50% done at the moment. Uh, Searching for weapons, stroke ships.
Weapons and ships, or both.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh yeah.
That miss.
I'm copying the entire research database onto a card.
Ooh.
It wasn't password protected since moved the special spacebar. It came up and it hadn't been locked.
Wait a minute. Does that mean someone's around?
It's like somebody's popped out to say the toilet or to get some treat, and they forgot to lock the computer, and the computer just went into standby mode with the screensaver.
Uh-oh.
And
It's halfway done right now, so we'll find out.
and he's looked round the room, and the only thing that's caught his eye is on a couch off to one side. There's a couple of like stuffed toys, but they've been like it looks like they've been cut up and sewn back together. But he did a pat field test and didn't feel anything inside them. And there's only one person like sleeping in the pod. So it's like their lab is their life situation. With regards to yourself and your file cabinet searching, which is kind of happening at the same time, you can't see anything in S.
Okay. Well, not S then. What was it called again? Starlight.
Sunrise.
Sunrise. I look under M for moon. Opposite of sun, moon.
Did you I don't think you said if I found anything on ships or weapons technology being developed here as well.
No, I didn't, but there isn't.
Okay.
With regards to moon, there's a few to do with moons, but it's just generic, moon orbits, what they sell, the bits and bobs.
Can I have a personal record then, and like do a file for the word sunrise? See who's working on it.
How are you going to search?
Is that with a computer? Is there like a personal log file or something?
Yeah, that's kind of what he's searching for at the moment. But last search he did was for weapon and ship research.
Yeah, he's focusing on the research. I want to look at the people.
Can I bring up that file? Or am I able to find it and bring it up?
Yeah, you can bring up what file. What is it you're actually looking for?
Files that contain the word sunrise.
Okay. So yeah, there's a couple, but it's all linked into the one folder.
It's a good place to start.
What is the name of the scientist that's under that lead scientist that's under this category?
I did say earlier. Give me a sec.
Do you reckon whatever this research is, you reckon they do it on a morning? Because it's sunrise.
I think you're just thinking too far into it.
Nah. I'm sorry. I'm not a spy. I'm just an engineer.
Now, was I able to bring up the project that we're looking for?
Yeah, the lead professor, person running the research is Professor Jacob.
First name or last name?
That's all the records say.
I'm going to go on in and I'm going to pull up the logs for all scientists who have accessed this laboratory in the last 5 hours.
Can I pull up the security cameras to see if anyone's coming back?
That's essentially. Oh well, I'm pulling up the security logs for access, so that should be in here too.
Yeah, just have a look, see if anyone's heading back from the loop.
You're up to
Since the computer is open, unless that thing requires a login every time you go into it, I should just be able to use a computer check to get into it.
Yeah, it's 75% copied.
Yay! So can I bring up who all had access to the lab in the last 5 hours?
Yeah.
Here comes a computer roll for you. 7.
One person.
Jacob.
Yes.
Can I bring up an employee log ID for him to figure out his entire biography, basically?
You can try.
This is probably going to require a security check, I bet.
Yeah. Cause on the normal computer, it won't.
I don't think I got it anyway.
Why are you doing a science check?
Wait, what'd I click? What?
You clicked on science, the wrong button saved you and stopped the alarm going off.
Yes. What? Was it meant to be a security by any chance?
I have deduced that this is a computer. There we go.
There you go.
Dyslexia strikes again.
Alright, so what was the question again?
I'm trying to pull up his employee log file to find out if he has more than just Jacob.
Yeah, he does have a title. Chief Bio Researcher.
How old is he?
34.
This guy is young.
Did you look at the cameras? Is anyone coming back?
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the security feed for outside the door. Let me ask, should I roll?
Do a normal computer check. You need a 3. This should be a simple function.
I got double that.
Yeah, there's nobody coming down the corridors at the moment.
Is there a motion track alarm that lets me know when someone appears on the camera that I can activate?
No.
Damn it.
Well, could we just program the security camera to turn the relevant screen on when someone walks into its field vision?
That might require a programming check or something. One of us would have to probably roll a cyber check in order to even come up with a line of code for that.
Yeah, I've got 21 in cyber, so it's not my best thing.
Yeah, you too.
Hey,
right.
cyber dude. But I do have concentration. That might help.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to Wish if you want to try to do that.
Yeah, can I try and do a cyber check to make it recognize faces so that the camera would let us know when someone's coming?
You can do, but it's basically just literally final seconds for it to copy the data.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, we're almost done. And if anyone comes in here, I can use my very intimidating power armor to intimidate them.
Yeah, they might just spring the alarm because this is a science lab, and a person in power armor generally is not a very good scientist.
Well, if I grab the person and hold them up and scare them into the point and knock them out, they won't be able to trip it.
Maybe if he was wearing a white lab coat.
Yeah, but if this is the chief bio scientist, he got to come in here and see 2 people in lab coats and go, "Who are you?"
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're not in lab coats, we're in space. Yeah.
Enough time's passed. The computer hard drive is copied.
I will pull out the card, put it inside of its secure container, and hit a couple buttons on the keypad to make the screensaver pop back up, like no one touched it.
Okay.
I will proceed to go over to the door and knock it off the hinges a little bit, so that way we could pretend that we were fixing the door.
Can I go into the security camera for the room we're currently in and wind it back so it looks like we never walked into this room?
You can do, but you'll be taking it back out with standby.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Basically, I explained the keys to hit when it's done to set it back into standby mode.
So you're basically going in and erasing the security footage for that particular area and replacing it with old footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done that.
We've been in the room for like maybe, I don't know, however long it took. So we want 10 minutes of empty lab footage, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say about 20-30 minutes, but...
All right.
If this is private security, is there like a company logo or something to find out who's actually doing the research?
Not where you are.
Yeah. I'll finish fixing the door and state, I'll put like a, since no one showed up while he was doing that, so I just fixed the door. I broke it and then fixed it.
Okay, now you just show it up.
It was to kind of give a reason, like, oh, you can't go in yet. I'm working on the door. But nobody showed up, so.
Well, the thought was there.
My bluff went unused.
Okay, are you guys going to leave anything or just go?
Yeah, we're going to go. I want to go. I don't know about him.
It's probably a good idea.
Okay, you make your way back through the conduits.
Whee!
And just before you reach your ships, the alarms go off.
Ah, fuck.
Bugger.
What did you forget?
I don't know. What did we forget?
We reset the security cameras, we fixed the door, we erased footage that we were ever there. You took a... Did you take the hard drive out or did you leave it in there?
The hard drive's still there. I just made a copy of it.
Did you reset the screen?
I told you to reset the screen.
The screen was reset.
Okay. Oh boy.
It might be the two items you both have, one of each.
Oh, the motion sensors.
No, the hazmat suits you took off the hooks.
Took off the what?
They have proximity. They're not allowed to leave the lab.
Yeah, there's hazmat suits in the lab. There was two on the hooks, and you both took them and stuck them in your bags.
Niggas.
Shit. Why? I'm gonna drop my hazmat suit. I don't want it anymore. It's trouble.
Can I send an EMP pulse through mine just to disable all of its electrical equipment? I can fix it later.
Yes, you can do.
I'll do that. I'll just wire the wires to just go and just, EMP everything in it.
Okay.
See, that was easy.
I am gonna send a signal to Sharon and have her start flying past the rear section of the station.
Okay.
At a distance, of course.
So
She'll be here momentarily. Her speed is 1, her agility is 1.
yeah, you managed to get back to your ships and exit.
I climb right back into my fighter. Recharge my air supply, and then turn off the system.
I just make sure that there's no ships outside waiting for us.
She's just doing like a casual, just drift, basically.
She's flying casual. She's keeping a distance, but she doesn't look like she's keeping a distance.
Yeah, well, the station security are going to ignore her type thing because she's too big to go in the station. So whatever's happening in the station can't be affecting, that ship's fault because it's too big.
Is it possible that I might be able to rig up some kind of, I don't know, computer virus or no, like a trip switch to close the doors of the station so nothing can get out?
She has opened the main bay and the fighter bay. She is ready to receive.
No, you can't do the computer virus to the station. For that, you have to be in the main security station control room.
In that case, we leg it. I leg it.
What?
I run. I flee. I try to get back to the boat.
Okay, both the fighter and the monkey wrench needs to do a spaceship piloting check, 6 or more for fast dock.
Remember what I said earlier about crashing into the ship?
Have it in.
Spaceship piloting 6, yeah?
Yeah.
I am now done.
Oh yeah, I do a wheelie. I just like plumped in gently. We are really good at docking spaceships.
Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to quickly and silently dock back inside the bower, and the security didn't catch on that you came from the damaged section to dock back inside the ship. As far as they're concerned, it's just been the one signal.
Right.
So I think the bower's just going to carry on out and jump out the system.
She's just gonna. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna ignite the engines and we're just gonna slowly just pull away, not to look like we're running or anything.
We're just an innocent ship going for the boat.
The bower can't suddenly run.
Boa sees a bunch of ships flying around more erratically. We're gonna increase our speed slightly.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to get far enough away.
And jump.
Does your boat have turrets on it?
Let me see. Yep, I have turreted cannons and turreted beam lasers.
Right, just in case.
Burst
you need
lasers,
someone to
burst
actually
lasers.
work on them. Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to get out of the system, even though you tripped the alarm, so to speak. You managed to safely evacuate out of the station and escape back to your main system.
I activate the auto dock since there's nobody aboard.
So yeah, you're approaching the carrier. Are you going to leave the monkey wrench inside the bower or exit and dock back on the carrier?
I'll exit it and dock back on the carrier. I mean, thanks for the piggyback, but I want to know that it's here. To leave us, I don't want it to leave the station and then leave another ship while I'm leaving.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the adventure.
What about the person that we turned the data into?
Yeah, you're basically it's slightly encrypted. Certain areas of it, the file is encrypted, but you've managed because you managed to get it before the that system being locked. You kind of got a slightly encrypted, slightly unencrypted file, and all you can tell is that the Project Sunrise is to do with human regeneration.
Sounds like big space pharma wanted something that they didn't have.
Yeah. So the rest of it you can't decipher because it's say semi-encoded, so the other person will have to decode it and get the information back to you.
Out of all the data we gathered, was there anything useful that we could sell to other groups?
Not really.
We'll keep the data just in case.
Well, you've got the data. Have a look through it to see if there's a company logo or a company that's in charge of this actual research.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that will take time now to go through it, so that'll be on the next adventure.
Okay. You know what? We should have set the alarms off. At least we could have shot something.
Yeah, this is the first time we had a successful stealth mission.
I know, yeah. What can we say? Engineers know how to shut up and just do work.
Alright.
We can brag to the guys next time they get in.
Yeah. Adventure points, guys.
Yeah.
You basically got 4 points. One for completing the adventure, one for gathering information, and there's another couple there. One for getting in without finding a way in without going through the front door and triggering searches. And the other one is to say getting the information again back out without getting seen. Because even though you did trigger the alarms, you didn't get seen. Oh, and just for reference, the biosuits weren't rigged with proximity sensors. Somebody just came into the lab and saw that they'd been gone and triggered the alarm.
Well, do you know what? We've got some biohazard suits now.
Well, we got one biohazard suit. I threw mine away because it made me mad.
Well, I can fix mine. But don't worry, your armor is like everything through, so.
No, that's why I like it. Now, even though all she did was just fly a ship up and down the map, how many adventure points did she get?
It'll be 4 for everybody, including your NPC pilot. Money-wise, you were paid 60,000 credits each for completing the mission.
Okay, now, since I'm roughly playing 2 characters, even though she was just in the ship, do I just get the 60,000, that's it?
No. I'm basically treating the NPC as a separate player character. So when I was saying adventure points and money between the players, she gets the same. So she'll get the 4 adventure points plus 60,000. You'll get the 4 points and 60,000, and Shelby would also get the 4 points and 60,000. The only time it'd be different is if I say individual person or player gets the points, etc. That way it'd be a lot easier on me and a lot easier on you guys.
How many points did we get? 3?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Hey, I went up.
Congrats.
Hooray! I am now expert. Hey. That's nice.
So yeah, that's the situation at this time.
Did I manage to do that cyber check?
Was that for like remotely accessing the screensaver thing?
Yeah, because I never got around to actually rolling the dice.
No, we didn't do it because Oblivious basically just said, press a couple of keys and it turns the screensaver on.
Yeah, I'm never going to get this skill up. Okay.
Well, right. I'll have to see what I can do for a cyber skill missions.
We could always reprogram the droid's brain.
I have an idea.
What don't you have access for reprogramming the battleship mode of the carrier though?
I suppose so.
I mean, how about a new Between Adventures thing where you just study that material and you could take up 1 skill point for stuff that you don't you don't get a chance to check. I mean, it's an idea.
Yeah.
How many rank points do you have?
Me?
Right now, I've got 66.
Oh, me too. That means I went up too.
Yeah, the cap for it is 65.
Alright.
I am now sitting at 66 million credits.
If you want to do, Shelby, if you want to do a quick cyber check from earlier, reference the carrier's hidden, battleship mode,
Yeah.
you need to have a 6 or more.
Oh, for sake. Yeah, I'm going to karma that. 9.
Yeah, that way you get the extra point for it. The tick.
Yeah. Groovy. So, what happens when you choose 10 skills to improve and roll a d10 for each? Okay. Do we do the ones that we've already got the tick for first?
Yeah, I'd say you do the tick ones first to clear them off, and then you do your roll, your 10 skills to update. Now, which 10 you use is up to you. You can either roll a d10, 10 times to get different numbers, and then pick and choose which one you want, or you just say, I'm going to have that one, that skill, and then roll it. See what you get for it.
Macy brings up a very good point. He says that the 3 primary armors from Elite, the Maverick, Artemis, and Dominator, would technically be classified as powered armor.
Yeah, because it got power supply.
And if you add the exo frame that I showed you, it would actually allow you to operate on high G worlds. He brought up.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that.
Hey, my cyber skin will.
Just remember your skill cap goes up. You get another karma ability, or what's the other one?
New karma ability, endurance increases by 5
Yeah.
points.
Now,
Choose 10 skills and roll a d10.
yeah, no, it's either choose a karma ability or an enhancement. It's one or the other. Plus the skills.
What a wasted high number.
But as I said, you can actually do the rolls and then choose where you want to use it, or you can choose what you're going to use and then roll.
Woo! 10.
Just remember, you can't go over your skill cap.
I know, they haven't. This is for systems. Perception.
Wait a minute, let's see. No. We technically level up to expert and 5 more points. It's 75 for rank points for expert. Okay.
I've got rank advancement in the thing. It says expert is 65.
Where does it say this at? That's skill cap.
Oh shit.
That's what your skills. That's what your skills max out at.
Ah, bugger.
You're supposed to be looking at rank points.
We do.
It's that flaming question mark got in the way.
We do have rank advancement in the drop downs.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the skill cap rather than the rank points.
He looked at the wrong one, is all.
Oh wow.
I went wrong.
Rewind in time.
Well, the skills are still going up. It's just all the endurance things though.
And with that, I'm going to bring this episode to a close. So please, if you enjoyed it, hit a like, drop a comment down below, or subscribe to the channel if you're not already signed up. This is Wishblend signing off. Laters.